Hey, welcome back. We are back in Timberborn, and today we've got some work on some industry that we're going to take a look at. We've really got to get the production up just a bit, so we're going to start there. And I think the best place probably for our industry is along this river right here. At least for now it is, and maybe eventually we'll work into this corner and see if we can expand it out that way. But I think the best place to start here now is probably right here, because we can simply knock out some of this and start leveling some of this down here so that we can get some power from this river here. So we're going to start with just some basic demolition here. We're going to take this out of here. We're going to remove these, and ooh, how are they gonna get in there? Let's do something like that. That way they can get up there. They should be able to get to most of this now, and then we don't have to worry about clearing everything else out. But the first building we're going to try and get is going to be this paper mill, because that seems to be one of the pain points that we have. We can never keep paper in because the primitive one just takes forever to make a single page. Another constant pain point that we seem to have is over here in the library. Our science sometimes goes at a decent rate, but for the most part goes pretty slow. And I think part of that has to do with the mushroom growing rate. We're just not getting enough mushrooms made. And I think part of that has to do with the fact that all of the bad water storage is over here. These are all set for supply. Oops, they should be supply, but they're not supplying to really anything over here. There's nowhere for them to supply to, so we're going to help it along a little bit. Grab some tanks here. Let's just grab a plank tank for here, and then I'm going to knock down this as well. Let's put another one up here, and we'll make that slightly more important so they get to it, and we'll toss a tank right there for them. A lot of these projects are going to take dynamite. I don't think right at the moment. No, I'm not even making nitro for them. So we're going to switch that over. I'm still making wooden toys. I think I just needed something for them to do. So we're going to switch them to the plucked lotus, and we're going to make this one make dynamite. We're still going to be low, though, because dynamite takes paper. So we'll just have to keep an eye on this and make that paper factory a high priority for us. The first layer here is out, so we're going to remove this, and we're going to remove this, and then we really don't need that because they should be able to get to most of this from this ground level. And when we get the science for it, we'll go ahead and toss in the paper mill right here. While we're waiting, though, we could be making the power setup for it. So let's grab the small water wheels again, and we're going to put them... Let's see, I would like to go... Let's put them here. There we go. We'll get those set up, and then we'll figure out where the power needs to actually go after that. They got our dynamite in over here, so we're going to put our tank in that we need here. We're just going to get another plank tank. We've got plenty of planks anyway. We're going to set those to bad water and obtain... And did they get that in over here? Yeah, they sure did. So let's get that set up to obtain as well. And now these guys should not have quite so far to walk for the bad water. And hopefully these guys, maybe I can toss in an extra worker, and that'll hopefully speed up the science process just a bit if we can finally get some mushrooms made. I'm going to put in another one of these grist mills, and I think I'm going to put it in right next door because this grist mill comes with this aura that you can see here. And basically what this aura does is raise the dirty level of our water beavers 10% faster. I think it's 10%, but it raises it much faster. So I'd like to consolidate that all to one area. We'll go ahead, toss in some dynamite for this too. We're just blowing everything up this time. And we are going to need almost this entire area right here taken out. And once that's in, we're actually going to need a couple more of these to get the power set up for it. we might as well say, let's store power on 2 of these, so we'll get ready to set that one up as well. They've got the last of our dynamite in here, and this strange looking Tetris block can finally go away. There we go. So, you know what, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and remove some more of this. So let's go ahead, put in for the dynamite here as well. We're just going to remove this whole area. I don't know if we'll use this whole area, but it's nice to go ahead and make sure that we have room for it. So let's see here. We've got our power set up. Our industrial building, this paper mill, is going to fit back in here. And it looks like the power for this is in the top. Yep, top right corner there. So we're going to have to find a way to get the power over there. Let's see. It's 2 blocks, and we're going to need this. Yes. So we'll start backwards. We want this to go up to there. So that should get to them. Then we can go across here. And in here, we can actually bring in some power wheels. There we go. There we go. We'll put those in there. And let's get... We'll remove you. We'll get 4-way here. We'll do a 4-way here. I don't know that we'll ever need that. Probably not. In fact, we could probably do a 3 and be just fine. So let's... There we go. We'll keep that just in case we need that power line to ever go somewhere. And then we'll do another one here. And to get down in here, we'll go ahead and put that in there. And they should be able to hook a lot of that up for us. Our beavers have already got this in. So as soon as they step away from the dynamite, go on. There we go. We're going to put in another one of these. There we go. And we're going to grab the path, come on over here, and connect that in. Now, this one is making the flowers, so we'll get this one set up for the weird udon. And then, hopefully, this stays full. We've got a decent amount of the lotus and the different lotus parts, so we'll see if that stays full or if we need to change that around a bit. The good tide is back, so we're going to change these back over. And as you can see, I went ahead and picked up the mod for the simple floodgates. It does work with the water beavers, so we're going to take advantage of that. When the bad tide starts here, we're going to make sure that these are set up correctly. So we're going to go with that, and we're going to go with that, and that should automatically switch these gates during bad tide. Now, if we want to get them switched back properly, there is going to have to be some work. We're probably going to need a stream gauge. We'll probably put it in here somewhere that detects the amount of contagion that's still in the water, because we don't want all the contagion that's still here pushed downstream and through all of this. So we'll get that set up eventually. I don't know if we'll get to it today, but if we do, we'll work on that as well. We seem to be doing okay on our resources. The water we'll have to keep an eye on, but I do want to make another one of these hobby gardeners to get some more berries, because again, that's going to be where it becomes difficult for our science. Right now, we have caught up on the bad mushrooms. I've got 3 different places making them because I went ahead and changed this one over. However, I might change it back depending on how our mushrooms are doing. They're down a little bit, so we'll go ahead and just change it back to the regular for now. With the extra person in there, you can definitely see the difference in the rate of science that we've got. So it's coming in just a bit faster. We might even put in a 3rd to see if we can get going a little bit faster than that. With this getting built, it's very possible that we'll get a couple of extra beavers as well that we can toss into the library. With these wheels in, it's pretty obvious to me that we're not going to have enough power to power much over here, so I think I'm going to go the quantity over quality route, and we're just going to try and fill this whole river with wheels. Now, to do that, I'm actually going to make a staircase way down here, and then I'm going to fill from this end and just work forward, and we'll see. Hopefully that doesn't bring any flooding, but we'll keep an eye on it. Let me grab a couple more of these wheels here, and eventually we'll get them all connected together. So we'll start with those three. Let me make sure we've got a path over to them. And then we'll just keep filling all the way down. Eventually, we'll probably trade these out for bigger and bigger water wheels. But for now, this is what we got, so this is what we're going to use. The science boost that we've given the library is definitely helping out. We've already got enough science for our paper mill, so we're going to toss that in here. Ooh, I'm going to have to redesign. I miscounted that. Well, miscalculations do happen, so we're just going to remove you, you, and you. And then we will go ahead, set up for you. Yep, there we go. And we'll get a platform right there. Wow, I might have to move them back even more. Let's see. Power. Nope, I sure don't. There we go. Still has plenty of power saved up, and we can still reach it. In fact, we've got room back here for some other stuff, so this might develop into more industry eventually, or it might just be storage, but we'll find out what we need after we've got everything in here that we want. We have this big farm up here for the peas and sunflower seeds, and both seem to still be struggling. They could be said that these might be slightly too large fields even for this farm setup, and there's definitely something in that. However, I think I would like to start with getting the items moved around a little better first. So we're going to grab just a warehouse here. We're going to stuff that right there and set it for the sunflower seeds first. And we'll say that this is the supply. And then we've got a main place to put sunflower seeds, which is over here. And we'll set this to obtain. And we'll have the haulers bring the sunflowers from here down to there. Now, if we can't get them out of the field, though, we're definitely going to need another farm set up, but we'll come back and take a look at that in a bit. Over here, I think, is the same deal. They have a decent amount of rice here and there inside the buildings, but they've got to take it all the way across the map to store it. So we're going to, again, grab a warehouse, toss one down here. Let's see. That looks like a nice place for it. We'll set that up for rice. There we go. And we'll say that's the supply. And the obtain for this will be here. There we go. And we'll prioritize that, so they'll bring it over. And then any other rice supplies that we have set up can just be overflow, should we have any overflow. We are definitely not bringing in any more sunflowers. So I think, after all, we are going to have to take out this small area here, and we'll build a farm here. I was thinking about putting in a big farm here, or I might put it in over here to help cover some of this area, but I think I'd like to maybe take down this mountain some before then, so we'll wait until we've got a little bit more dynamite before we do that. Got a couple more of these sets of wheels in here, so we're gonna go ahead. Well, you know what? We might actually wait on the next one. I'm going to go ahead and tell them that they need to put some dynamite right here. There we go. And then we can put another set of wheels across here. However, I don't want my beavers down here. Well, no, this gate's going to close, so I guess we can go ahead and just tell them to start on that. So let's get power, and we're just going to do this, and that one will be in there eventually. While we're here, we might as well reroute this path just slightly so that we can get these wheels all connected together. So let's do corner here. There we go. Another corner. And then we can do... Let's get a platform. We'll have one there. We'll say four-way connection here. And another flywheel right there. And let's see, we'll go ahead, put in yet another platform here. We'll move this around. There we go. Get some power here. There we go. That's going to go that way. I'm going to put that in incorrectly and then come back and correct it. And then here is good. And finally, there we go. We'll grab one of those, get those in there. And this all looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and detonate this out. There we go. They can go ahead and clear this when they can. Oh, this needs an actual road to it. That probably would help. And that should get us a little bit more paper. If I need to get some storage over here, I will. In fact, it might not be a bad idea to just get a little bit of storage right here. We're going to come out there with that, because we can already get a decent amount of sawdust if we need it. So let's just go ahead, say storage. Let's grab the large one. Let's face it in a different direction. There we go. We're going to say that is for sawdust. What else do you need? You need pine resin. Well, we'll level this down. Oh, I better set height 0. Okay, bad tide started, but you did not go up to 2. Oh, it must be because they're synchronized. Let me fix that real quick. Nope, you need to be down to 0. You need to be up to 2. And there we go. We are once again protected from the bad tide. And now we have this industrial complex that we can work on. We'll keep an eye on it, and if we need to go back in fact, I might pause this just to make sure they can get to everything else. Anything else that could be blocked? Same here. There we go. We'll let them build and come back and check on that. I'm noticing my water isn't recovering quite as well as I'd hoped. So what I'm going to do is we're going to extend this out by hopefully squaring off this corner just a little bit. Now to get in there, I'm going to have them remove this tree so that I can make a stairway up here and then a stairway up here so that we can take these trees out and then dynamite everything down. But hopefully that lets us get to making a even larger water facility here. I'm going to go ahead and drop this farm in here. So we're going to put you down there. We're going to set it up, though, to only be, well, not only, but to be prioritized for harvesting sunflowers. We'll see if that can bring a couple more in. Right now, we are just really, really low on sunflowers, and it's starting to hamper the progress of where we're going. They managed to get our tree out over here, so let's move that around. We're going to say, let's get our staircases right in here. There we go. Up here. And we don't really need the logs, so I'm just going to say, let's take all of these out. Yep, all of those. And then we will start on the dynamiting, which might take just a minute. But we're going to, there we go, put those in there. And how many is that up? There's 2, 3. I could actually get the 3 if I wanted to, make this a little bit easier. But we're just going to stay with the 2s and do this. I'm going to set this as a slightly higher priority than just about everything else, though, because I would like to get this water taken care of before we run out, or have to go back to 20-hour work days. They've got some of this done over here, so let's go ahead and take those out. We'll set up for these here, and we'll set up, well, we'll wait until they get those out, because if I put the dynamite down here, they'll get all of this side done before they get all of that side done, and that's not what we're wanting at all. There we go. Now we've got the stuff in that we need. We'll put in all of this. Say this again. Let's make that high priority, high priority, high priority, because I would like these water pumps to be in before the next wet season starts. I'm going to go ahead and take out some of this dynamite here. There we go. I'm going to take that out, and then we are going to put in couple of items here as well. This one, no, actually I would like that to be a 2. Let's make this a 2. There we go. And we will cut out this here and that there. We'll say those are also very high priority, so those all get in there. And we'll extend this out because we ran dry pretty much through that whole thing. So we're going to bump the hours back up to 20. Hopefully pull in some more water, and hopefully we can get some more of the pumps in to get us some more water. There we go. They've got a couple more of these in, so we're going to go ahead, remove these. I'll put those back because I had to take them out to make sure that they got them in there. And then we're going to dump a couple more pumps right in here. One there and one here. And we'll keep working our way through that mountain there. Well, maybe. There you go. We're going to say those are super high priority. We'll make sure that the workplace is super high priority. There we go. And we'll get them prioritized by haulers too, so that we can pull in even more water. We are slightly recovering on water, but it's been 6 days and we're nowhere near full yet. So I would really like to change that. I'm also going to drop maybe one more over here. Will you fit there? Yeah, you sure will. We'll do that. And if I take another one of these out, I don't think I can fill that back in. Well, if I had this, I could. And then we could put a second and a third one there. Let's go ahead, do this and this. I know this is going to give us more beavers, but we got to have more raw power of pumping water in, because we are just not where we need to be on that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do it, just so we can get that taken care of. We're going to say that is that important. You are doing just fine there. Let's get that prioritized so we can get more in there. Another one of you, and we'll do the pump upgrade there as well. Water pump upgrade. Right in between. Maybe. Sometimes it just does not want to cooperate. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Maybe we'll spin it around. Well, we'll get it and we'll come back to it and we'll get that in eventually. There we go. Last of the dynamite over here just as the drought starts. That's okay. We'll take all of this out. We'll finish our pumping complex here. There we go. That can go in there. And we'll scroll down a little bit, and that'll help us get this one in here. There we go. And I'm going to have to move this, aren't I? Oops. He planted that just when I did not want him to. So we'll say, get out of there. We'll put this road back, that road back. Make sure they've always got somebody. Same thing here. High priority for the workplace, and prioritized by building. Now, this river isn't going to last very long with this many pumps in it, but that is something that I think I am going to deal with next time, along with probably getting in our factory. We're definitely going to have the extra pump time and the extra water, because our factory actually adds 10% drink consumption, so it's going to make the beavers even thirstier during droughts. So we'll have to keep on that, but like I said, that's going to be next time. So as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and hope to see you next time. Bye.